Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you the 2021 Powersheets, so let's get going. So what cover did I go for? I went for, as you can see, this one, but it's called the Sea Glass cover, and Cultivate had 4 different cover options. So they had this one, then they had, if I show you the card that came with the order, they had this citrus garden print, which is the same as last year's blooms, but they added lemon and these sort of gold foil sprout. And then you had 3 linen covers. So one was this, one was like a coral pink, which they called, I think, Pink Sunrise, and then the other one was like a lilac-y blue, which they called Clear Skies. So very sort of refreshing colours and theme names, and I like this. It looks a lot more mint than it does on the website, and I feel like it's just a really refreshing colour. It makes me feel like I'm sort of on a tropical beach somewhere having a nice holiday, sort of sipping cocktails, which after the year that 2020 has been, is kind of what I need. But as a colour comparison, this is a Moleskine sort of Jotter's notebook, very tiny, and it's in a similar sort of mint aqua colour. So if I hold these up, you can kind of see it's a similar colour, and I really like this as a colour theme. It's really nice. It's very smooth. It's a wipeable texture. It's an unusual linen. It's a very smooth texture. I do worry how it will hold up, but the best way to find out is see as the year goes on. Another thing to say is I ordered this through an affiliate link, and the affiliate link that I used was Sherry's Plans. So I ordered through her affiliate link, and she was kind enough to send me some stickers for using her affiliate link. So I just wanted to quickly show you these stickers because they're really nice. They're in the Powersheets signature colour, you've got the sprouts, and it's just useful to have this as a monthly check-in. So what I would actually end up doing, or what I am going to do, is use these in my planner. So come January, what I'm actually going to do is in here, around the 3rd or 4th week, I will take sort of these check-in stickers, stick one here, and then so on for each month. And then for the quarterly refresh, every sort of 3-4 months, I'll use one of those. I just really like this as an option, and it's just really nice. And definitely check out Sherry's Plans, her Instagram account. It's really, really pretty. So thank you, Sherry. These are really nice, and I'm excited to use them. The bit you've all been waiting for, Powersheets. So let's get going. So if I quickly show you the 2020 set, just for like aesthetics, you'll see this is the cover I went for, the blooms, and this is the cover I'm changing to for 2021. Quick aesthetics, the coil is smaller. I'm not sure if it shows with this view, but when I hold it upright you'll see. And another aesthetics thing is the corner protector. So this is 2020 and it's quite pokey and sharp. What they've done for 2021 is they've just rounded it off, which I think makes a massive difference. Then here I hope you can see the difference in size. The coil is smaller for 2021. It was quite a lot bigger now that I'm seeing that for 2020. And the actual width of the book has changed. This is quite chunky, whereas this is quite thin. And obviously I've been using this, so it's probably expanded. But this is just really, really streamlined. So I'm interested to see what they've done on the inside. So yeah, let me show you the inside of the Powersheets. So you've got a nice cover. You've got the pocket which they added for the previous collection, and it's changed. This feels a lot more usable than this. So you've got some wildcard pages falling out there. 1 second. This was a lot taller, and it didn't finish sort of flush to the edge of the page, so it's quite narrow, and it was quite tight to fit anything in. So all I put was wildcard pages, whereas for this, they've made it a lot shorter, deeper, and wider. So it just already, I feel like I can fit more in. It's still a little bit of a tight feel, a tight space, but I feel like more could fit in there. And then you've got this quick start guide, just some sort of quick tips and tricks, which I think is very useful to have that as a separate thing instead of having more pages in the Powersheets. Then you've got the name page, and it says, it's time for your fresh start. It's got the nice gold foil. This cultivated year belongs to. So they streamlined it instead of having the name page 4 pages later. So that's a clear example of how they're streamlined. Then you've got socials, and then you've got the sticker page. So every year there's always a sticker page at the front, and I find that I forget to use the stickers because after I get through the goal setting prep work, I forget that they're there. So I think what I might do is cut them out and have them with me every time I'm doing prep work. and see if I can't use all of these. You're ready for a new year. I love here they've actually acknowledged the year that 2020 was, and that it wasn't the most perfect year. Then you get this really pretty print page. Then you've got the place to brainstorm, so it says 2021 goal ideas. You just have a go at listing anything. There's no sort of right or wrong way to do that. Then you get a nice colour block page. Comparison isn't just the thief of joy, it's the thief of everything. Then you've got a page just with prompts about me. Then another colour block page, what makes you come alive, which connects to this page which says what fires me up. You just get to list out or collage all your favourite things to do. Then you get the cultivated life evaluation, where you get 8 key areas. So you've got health, friends, spousal focal relationship, family, finances, spiritual or personal growth, work, or sort of as I call it, purpose or career, and then recreational hobbies. And you can give each section a rating from 1 to 10, 1 being the complete opposite of what I want it to be, 10 being things couldn't be better, as they say here. And then that gives you a starting point to be like, okay, what are my weaker areas? What would I like to focus on? And they've changed it from the previous year, where the actual block was full colour, and if I'm honest, it was quite difficult to write on with any pen. Now the block is white, with the heading section being in colour. It's a really good attention to detail, and I like it. This, I can already see where it has been streamlined. This used to be 4 separate pages, and now it's 2. You've got good things, what worked well in the last year, challenges, what didn't work in the last year. People I'm grateful for is now a paragraph instead of a whole page. That's a really, really good sort of revision. And then you've got lessons I learned, which again, I don't think you need a whole page for. And then you've got, this page is a really powerful page. It's the identity box, and you're breaking it. You're sort of listing out the things you tell yourself you can't do, and then you're flipping them. And it's where the magic of the Powersheets comes in, because it's easy to think, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, and then not do anything about it. But when you write them down, you see them in black and white, and it helps start the process of change, which I think is really, really powerful and useful. Then you've got who I really am. I'm moving past fear. Feel like life is flying by. I'm just going to read this bit because this is really powerful, and I love this and coming back to it again and again. It says, life is too short and too meaningful to coast through. The good you do today has the potential to change generations. I just love that as a philosophy, because then you get to the big picture. And previously, if I show you what the big picture page said, I think they worded it slightly differently. So if I just quickly get that page for you. I say quickly, I can't find where it is. 1 second. So, yeah, the big picture. So it says, feel like life is flying by, but this is really nice and colour blocked. And then for this, it says, where do you want to be when you're 80 or 90 or 100? And the reason for that, and this whole big picture page, is to really dig in and be like, okay, what's going to matter when I look back on my life and what's not going to matter? Because then you end up with some really life-changing goals. Then you've got my cultivated year. You sort of look back at the year, and, sorry, not at the year, at the prep work, and see the threads and pull them together. Then you've got a yes and no list. What am I saying yes to? What am I saying no to? A nice print page. And then imagine it your best year. So it's the same as last year, but they've now referenced pages to go back to. So it's like a summary of the last 15 to 20 pages, which I think is really good. Then you've got another beautiful colour block page. You know what you want to cultivate. Now let's do something about it. And this page, I had a look at it earlier, but didn't actually properly read it. It says how to set goals the cultivate way. They're actually teaching you step by step how to set goals, which I think is fantastic. And it says, step 1, choose your yearly goals. Step 2, break down your goals. Step 3, pace yourself. And it's a really solid way to do it. They then tell you, okay, here are some big picture examples. Then they break them down. They give you an example mini goal for each of those. And then even further, they break it down into an action step idea. So you straight off the bat see how to do goals the cultivated way. And then it talks about using the power of 90 days. Now, I know about 90-day goals, but this is the first time it actually makes sense to me. And as someone who's had Powersheets for quite a few years, this is so powerful. Whether you're a new Powersheets person or like me, you've been using it for a few years, this is fantastic. And I think they've really excelled at explaining it this year. Then you get another colour block page. Give yourself space to flourish, and then you get to the sort of proper rough draft of your goals. You can flip through all these pages and really flesh out the different sections and ideas. For this, I tend to scribble in a notebook and also in here. So this is like the starting point, and then I keep going on my notebook until I get those goals fleshed out. And then I come back and write down the goals here. They give you space for 8, and then you've got a faint line to stick in the, the like flag sticker from here. So if I just quickly show you that, these stickers can be stuck in here, and it just helps you to visually sort of color code them. And then you get the vision board. I love this bit because I stick in pictures of friends and family, my home, things I've already got, and things I want to work on, because then your brain kind of merges it into one and thinks, okay, I've already got all of this, and it finds a way of bringing it to you. Then you've got my 2021 word of the year. It's fun to do, but I kind of forget to come back to look at my word of the year, so I'm not sure if I will fill in this spread. I might, it depends on how much time I've got, I guess. It's time to bloom where you're planted. How do you grow a garden? You tend to it, little by little. Then, once you've got your goals lined out, so when you set them up here, the 8 goals, or up to 8, because I tend to tell people you don't have to have 8. 1 or 2 is fine, 3 or 4, 5, 6. If you do want 8, that's totally fine. It's about not feeling the pressure to have to fill in every single line. But yeah, once you've got them, each of these goals has a spread of 2 pages. You write out the big goal, you write the reason why, and that's super important. When you have a why that connects with you, it means the goal is real and you'll be motivated naturally to work towards it. Then it has this new section, resources needed, time, money, physical space, expertise or advice, emotional capacity or help from others. This goal aligns with my big picture from page 17, yes or no list from page 19, word of the year from page 29, word of the year from page 29. And then you've just got some prompts. What success looks like, what might happen if I don't start or make progress on it, people who will be positively affected by the goal, and how I will have fun. So just some starting points. And then you get to brainstorm lots and lots of mini goals. So that's where I would come back to, what was the page? This page, where they give you examples, just to get some like ideas. Put some ideas here, and then you can pick one of them to focus on for January to March, which I think is really good. It's not overwhelming, you're just focusing on the first 3 months, and so on for all of the goals. So you have like 8 action plans. Then you get to yearly overview. It's got like this quarterly layout. In all honesty, I've never used this page. I don't know how to use it, so I don't know if I'll use it for 2021, but we'll see. This feels like a waste of a page to me. I could use it as a pen test, or I could use it as a wildcard page. That's a good idea, actually. And so yeah, they've got these dedicated wildcard pages. I could effectively have 4. So if I take the wildcard page and stick one here, that's perfect. And then it says yearly overview. Could put the perpetual calendar here. That's perfect. And then stick another one here, and it covers it perfectly. And then can stick them obviously on these dedicated pages as well. That's perfect. Didn't think about that. Then you get this really nice print page that just looks really nice. And then straight into the tab where it says, all good things start with 1 step. So if I show you the previous month's tabs, previous years, you'll see this is 2020. Very bold, the text is quite big in the centre, and then you've got the stripes. And also you'll see a different theme. The cooler colours were at the front for 2020. The warmer colours are at the front for 2021. So I'll just quickly see if I can do a comparison. This is the 2021 tabs. You've got no refresh tab, and the tabs are bigger with the word on it. For 2020, the tabs were smaller. You've got the goals tab here. You've also got spring, summer and fall or autumn, and smaller, much smaller tabs, literally a fraction of the size of 2021. But yeah, I think that's a much welcome change to have them as bigger tabs. But let me show you, using December, what changes they've made to the month, because there are a few sort of design changes. So you've got the Prepare Well page. They haven't changed that. It's still the same Prepare Well. You've got the calendar, again, which hasn't changed. I don't use it too much except to write out birthdays and anniversaries. And then, oh yeah, so for January, because it's the start of the year, they actually show you how to make a tending list. It's really good. There's so much colour, there's all sorts of different tips. You don't need to fill in every line. Use this tending list to fit your life. Use the colour coding stickers. The goal isn't a perfectly checked off list. Sometimes I need that reminder. And then you get into the tending list. So, first thing is brainstorm your month, which previously was called Make What Matters Happen This Month. And I much prefer this because it's kind of how I think when I'm making the tending list. Because what I'm doing is thinking, right, what monthly, weekly and daily ideas do I actually want? Whereas this felt a little bit kind of repetitive. Goals to focus on this month, action ideas. And then it felt like a lot of a drain to then fill in the tending list. Whereas this just feels a lot more streamlined and makes more sense to me. Then you get the tending list. So the tending list is what I keep open on my desk. This book will be like this, where I can see the tending list in view. To set up each month takes about 20-30 minutes on a Sunday afternoon, sort of the third or fourth week at the end of the month. And the prep work takes a few weeks. So I like to start mid-November, finish sort of mid-December, because it gives me time to reflect on each page and not rush it and come up with some really deep goals. But yeah, this is the tending list, and you'll see one obvious change in that the weekly action items are less. They've taken a couple of the lines and literally put them into the daily action items. So they're encouraging you there and then to come up with smaller incremental habits. Whereas here there was only 5, here there's like 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And it's fine because I didn't really use the weekly action items all the time. I prefer daily checking off and monthly. And weekly is not as big. And then top priority has just become priority. And then you've got encouraging words. Encouraging words for me is about just getting a really nice quote. So if I show you, let me show you November actually. And again, on the back of the tending list, there was space for wildcard page pack, which you now don't have. But for November, the encouraging words I've got are, if you are not willing to fail, you are not ready to succeed. And then the priority for me was massive action, which comes from one of the podcasts I've listened to, Anything But Average. And yeah, so I didn't use all the daily action items, but that was more because I was streamlining. But yeah, I just like being able to have it open like this. And it's a reminder of what I'm focusing on. And then the only other difference, is the month in review. So previously you have space on the tending list and then month in review page. Now what they've done, instead of having a space on the back of the tending list, you actually have the month in review on the back. So it's, if I can actually open it, there you go. So you've got a streamlined month in review. Instead of having someone I'm grateful for twice, you've got people I'm grateful for. And instead of a favourite memory, you've got favourite memories from this month. So it's a lot more positive focused. It's a lot more sort of clean lines and streamlined. Clean lines and streamlined, that rhymed. And it works. So it's just really nice. Then you get the same layout for each month until you get to the refresh. So let me just shut the old copy 1 second. Let's do this. Oh, it's a bit stiffer, but that's because I've used it quite a lot. Technically it shouldn't be stiff after using it so much, but oh well. Then you've got all the different months, and April you go straight into the refresh before you get to the April section. So you've got the Your Refreshes Here page. It's very nice, and I like the April tab colour as well. Then you get a chance to do an updated life evaluation. So you just check in with each section and see how they're all doing. And then you get this really nice, very arts and craft magazine feel column. Try this at home with some suggestions. Then you get the prep work refresh. Then you have this page, Keep Moving Forward, which I really like because it's quite an honest prompt page. It says, what goal do you feel stuck on? What is holding you back from moving forward? What would have to change for you to move forward on this goal? What might happen if you did move forward? What might happen if you didn't? It's very open and honest, and it encourages you to really look at where you are. I like that. Then you get the refresh page, so you can either change the words, tweak your existing goals, or scratch them out and start again. It gives you that chance to do that, and then you've got space for colour coding flags. So you can basically do your prep work again if you want to start again, or tweak it. It's a really good way of doing it. And to me, fits in with the 90-day goal journey that they're encouraging you to do. And then you can flesh out some more mini goals. So it's really, really well thought out. And then, obviously, if you have 8 goals, they give you the space to refresh all of them. Let's do this April. Then, again, similar format for the month. But obviously, every month doesn't have those tending list tips because that's just for January. And so on until you get to July, which is the next refresh. And it's the same layout. The word refresh has a different colour each time, but same format. Update your life evaluation, you can see where you are. Try this at home, refresh. The same, exact same keep moving forward prompt. And then goal refresh, action plan update, and then into the next month. And then the last refresh of the year is October. So again, updated colour, evaluate again, try this at home, like different prompt. This is the same prompt. Then you get the refresh and the action plan update. And then straight into October. So then you get to November, you get to December, the same format. But you get to December, and once you've got to your month in review, it says this: look at you, you did it. And you get a double spread to celebrate the year. Sort of like a collage, or you could write stuff out, or doodle, and then you get some mixed prompts. Milestone celebrated, biggest change, best new habit, and then best blank, and you can add one yourself. Then you get to the final page and it says, let's celebrate and get ready for 2022 together. Get your new Powersheets goal planner at cultivateallmatters.com. I mean, 2022 feels like forever away, but it will be here before we know it. The other thing I would like to quickly do is just show you all the tabs, because they are very, very, very pretty. I think that's a lot of verys, but you get the point. So January, all good things start with one step. Then you've got February, the best things in life grow slowly. March, bloom where you've been planted. April, believe in what you can't yet see. May, choose what matters. I love this mango yellow colour. June, little by little progress adds up. July, grow what lasts longer than you. August, choose progress, not perfection. September, celebrate all the tiny victories. October, I love that colour. I'm not sure what colour it is, but it's really nice. A cultivated life is a sweet life. November, gratitude turns what we have into more than enough. And December, cultivating what matters changes everything. Such a pretty planner. And sometimes, I get people asking me, it's so pretty, how do you use it? And the thing I always tell myself is, the purpose of a pretty product isn't for it to just sit on your shelf and gather dust, it's to be used. Like even with the 2020 set, I spilled coffee on one of the prep work pages and it crinkled up, it turned a little bit sort of cream colour, and it smelled of coffee the whole year. But it didn't stop me using it, because the end result is I'm trying to change my life and just build the life that I want. And this whole thing, this whole book helps you do that. And I'm not going to see the cover all year. So whilst I love this cover, I remind myself that it's these prep work pages and tending list pages that's where the magic happens. And it's easy to lose sight of that with a pretty product. But this book keeps everything together. Because sure, you can write it down on a piece of paper, and I've done it before. I've lost the piece of paper. So this bound book keeps everything together, and that's why I like it. It's well designed, it's well thought out, and year after year it's something I keep coming back to because I use this. Obviously all the accessories and things help with it, but I also use it in conjunction with my planner. This is the everyday planner. So you've got, I think I showed you before, like the January layout. I plot everything in. I will then put these really nice stickers in every month, and it just helps create a process. But the goals come from my power sheets because that's the driving force behind the life that I want. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I love to see what people think. I love hearing about different people in the planner community, what their sort of ideas and thoughts are. And if there's anything I can help you with on goal setting, definitely leave a comment. But also, be sure to check out my blog. I will link it down below. And I think what I want to do is some kind of goal planning, sort of goal setting plan with me video. If you would be interested in something like that, again, let me know in the comments, because I'm looking at creating like a collection series of videos for 2021, because I just think there's so much to be gained from simplifying your life and just getting more time back in your sort of day-to-day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!